Today we're going to talk about choice making. Now, choice making is a great strategy to use with children to encourage communication, and it's as simple as it sounds. It basically involves offering your child alternate choices and then encouraging your child to make a choice for what they may want or need. Now, the great thing about choice making is it's one of those simple strategies that you can use all day, every day if you want, in lots of different situations. And choice making is one of those strategies that helps a child really understand that they have that power and that control over their environment, and that they are the ones in charge of being able to request for what they may want or what they may need. With choice making, basically all it involves is offering your child two choices. Now, what I find works best in my experience and what I like to use in my sessions with children when I'm using this strategy is I like to get a bit of an idea as to what they might be most motivated by and perhaps what they might not be so interested in. And I like to offer choices to start with that have one of those highly preferred or motivating items versus one of those not so motivating or perhaps not so preferred items. So in this case here today, what I've got a highly preferred item in my experience is something like bubbles. So we've got the bubbles here versus something not so motivating, a shoe. So in my sessions, what I would do is I would offer these two choices to the child. So I might say, want bubbles, want shoe. And then what I do is basically sit back and wait and let that child show or tell me what they want. More often than not, what you'll find is that the child will communicate their preferred choice with you using some form of communication. So, for instance, they might look to their preferred items, so their eyes might tell you that it's the bubbles that they want. And if that's what they're communicating about, then I would give them the bubbles, reinforce their choice with the word bubbles, and let them play with the bubbles because they've showed me a clear communication. They may actually reach for what they want, so use their hands to actually tell me what they want. So once again, they might not be using words, but they're clearly communicating and telling me what they want by reaching for what they want. In other times, obviously, the child may use the word or they may use an approximation. So they might say bubbles or bubba or ba or something that closely resembles their desired item. And in those times, you'll often find that not only will the child be using the word or using the approximation for the word, but they'll also be looking at what they want, and they'll also generally be reaching for what they want too. So they've given you a very clear indication that they want the bubbles, and I would then reinforce that by giving the child the bubbles to play with and giving the child the name of that object again if I felt that that was a necessary thing to do. Choice making is something that you can really use in different situations such as meal times. Children are often really motivated by food, so this could be a great occasion where you can just be sitting at lunchtime when the child's probably a little bit more alert and you're not so busy rushing out the door like you might be doing at breakfast time, or at dinner time the child can tend to be a little bit more tired, so it might not be the best time to use the strategy. But lunchtime I find works really well, where you can offer your child choices of different foods to eat. Generally, you'll know what your child likes, so you might offer them, it might be a sandwich that they might want to have for lunch versus maybe vegetables if that's something they're not so interested in. And again, what you do is you offer your child those two alternate choices and you wait for them to show or tell you what they would like to have. Now, obviously, on some occasions, the child may not look for what they want. They may not reach for what they want. They may not use a word or a word approximation for what they want. This may mean that they don't want anything that you're offering them, but in some cases it might be the only thing on offer for them. So what you could do is help them show you or help them reach or touch for what you think they might be interested in and reinforce it at that time for them. Choice making is really powerful for children who aren't speaking. Quite often we sort of anticipate what a child might want, or we might just do something or give something to a child where, you know, they can't actually tell us in any other way because they can't find the words or to tell us, or perhaps they can't see the object they're looking for. And by offering those choices when they're visually in front of them, this provides the child with that little bit of extra help to really be able to indicate what they may want or need. And this is really powerful for a lot of children. Choice making is a great strategy to use. You can visit my website for some more ideas on how you can use choice making. Very, very powerful strategy, and one that I think is a great one that you can use with even very little children or children who perhaps are quite delayed in their talking. This will provide them with lots and lots of opportunities to develop their communication and develop their interaction with you. So I hope you can give choice making a go with your child, and I will see you very soon. Bye.